Good morning student, this is Preeti More and I welcome you all today's YouTube video. In this video we are going to see the revision and the paper style of standard 7. So on 31st you are having English and GE paper. So it is total of 80 marks. For 40 marks there will be English and for 40 marks there will be the grammar. So what kind of this paper style you also got? Everyone is having this paper style. There is timetable written and paper style is also given over there. So which kind of questions will be asked? Let's see. Words meaning. Words meaning means the glossary which is given in the English textbook. So for the 5 marks or for the 10 marks there will be the glossary will be there in your exam. That means if some words are there like kindly, suppose kindly is there, so what is the meaning of kindly? So kindly means friendly. So what you have to do, you have to write the meaning of the given words which is already in your textbook. So what is your you have to note down all the glossary in your notebook today and learn all the glossaries. There are only 3 units, some poems and 3 lessons are there in your exam. So just take out all the glossaries from the textbook and write down in your notebook and learn the glossary. This will be asked in your exam. Now true and false will be there. For example, in true and false, the gift of chappal, this lesson is there. So who chappal that Mridu Ravi has given to the beggar? If the question sentence is Ravi has given mother's chappal, mother's slipper to beggar. So is this true? No, this sentence is not true. So this is false. This question number first. So what in the answer sheet you have to write question number 1 answer and write here false. Write here false. Don't write the whole sentence. No need to repeat the sentence in your answer sheet. Answer sheet में sentence repeat नहीं करना है. Only put the proper number and write whether it is true or false. So the first question will be about the glossary. Second is true and false. Now third question is who said to whom. So in the 3 questions there are also the conversation between hermit and king. In gift of chappal there is also conversation between the beggar Ravi and Ridu. These types of conversation, who said the particular dialogue to whom, this you should know, and for knowing this you have to read the lesson. So you have to read the lessons, all the unit 1 to 3, all the lessons you have to read, and once you read the lesson you will get who said this particular dialogue to whom. So for example, who said to whom, let's see. Just example I am taking. If the question number first, who said to whom, in answer my questions. Now who said this dialogue to whom? That means in answer sheet you have to write, put the proper number 1 and answer king said to hermit. Like this answer you have to write. King said to hermit. Like this answer you have to write in your answer sheet. If question number 2 is another second dialogue is there, so put here second and write this said to this. Like this you have to write the answer. No need to repeat the question in your answer sheet. Now question number 4, answer the question. So in the answer the question, there are the questions after completing the lesson. Lesson complete होने के बाद जो भी questions है, that all questions you have to learn. All the materials you have already provided, written material even I have provided you. So what you have to do, you have to learn the answer of the questions, because the questions will be asked in your exam. So you have to study and you have to learn the answers of the questions. Now match the pair. I think match the pair I didn't keep. Instead of match the pair, phrases will be there, and you have to write the meaning of some particular phrases. Maybe phrases from the poems, right? Because the phrases is always there in the poem to make the rhythmic poem. Yes, so you have to learn the meaning of the phrases. All the lessons and poems question answer I have given you, so see that. Now complete the poem is there. So squirrel is there and many some poems are there. So you have to see that you have to refer the poem. Any particular stanza will be there in your exam. Only the first line will be there and last line is there. So these missing lines you have to write, then only this stanza will be completed. So this will be for the 3 marks. Here it is written 4 marks. So let's see in the exam, maybe it is for the 4 marks or maybe it is for the 6 marks. Now MCQs are there. Now let's see about the grammar. So I know it is this English paper is only for the 40 marks. There will be the glossary, true or false, who said to whom, answer the questions, some phrases and complete the poem. These types of questions will be there, and this everything I taught you, material also provided you. Now you just have to study about this. Now the second section B will be from the grammar. So first let's see what I taught you in the grammar. So in the grammar, first lesson is noun and revision. So in the noun there are proper noun, common noun. From the in the 5th standard also the noun, the chapter is there in the 6th standard also, and now in the 7th standard this is type of the revision. So I know, hope student you know the proper noun, what is proper noun, what is common noun, this everything I think you should know. Abstract noun, concrete noun, collective noun. So you have to study about this and see the exercises also which is given. Focus, practice and extension exercise also you have to study. Now the pronoun is there. Relative pronoun. Which pronouns are there? Interrogative pronoun, possessive pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, reflexive pronoun, emphatic pronoun and interrogative pronoun. These pronouns are also there, so you have to study about pronoun also. So personal pronoun, in the personal pronoun the first person, second person and third person is there. I, me, my, we, us, you, your, he, she, it, they, them. These types of pronoun means the personal pronoun. Interrogative pronoun means the questions, WH words, if the sentence is begin with WH question and it is underlined, so that is the interrogative pronoun. Reflexive, in the reflexive pronoun we use the suffix herself, himself, itself, like this suffix we use in the reflexive pronoun. In the relative pronoun, who, whom, for the human being, and this and which, that, it is for non-living thing. This I taught you. Exercises also there. See that exercises also. Now unit 3 is adjectives. So adjective of quality is there. It describe the noun or pronoun by answering what kind or thing. So in the adjective of quality, here the quality is there, the physical features of some particular person or some particular thing or place. Adjective in the sense the word which give more information about the noun is called adjective, and adjective describe the noun and pronoun very nicely about its physical features, texture, material, color, shape and size. Quantity adjective, in the quantity adjective we can see the words little, enough, many, few, some. Adjective of number, in adjective of number we can see the position first to fourth and number 1 to 100 also. In the demonstrative adjective the words we can see this, that, these, those. In interrogative adjective there is the words like WH word, which, whose, like these words we can see. In the possessive adjective, possessive means the right and the authority on some particular things like yours, mine, hers, theirs, like these words we can see. So these exercises also is there. That means if some sentence is there and it is written, you have to identify the adjective and state its kind, so it should know you. Now the jumbled sentence is also there in this adjectives only, and the jumbled sentence is also asked in your exam. So in the jumbled sentence there are on the page number 17 there are some jumbled sentence, that means the broken sentence is there and you have to put all the words in the proper order and write the meaningful sentence. So it is called the jumbled sentence. This exercise also we have completed. Now the article is there. There are 3 articles, a and the. So when we use a article, when the singular countable noun begin with consonant, when the singular countable noun begin with vowel, and where the things we know, if we are confirmed about the things, that time also we use the article. It is not important the में वर्ड जो है वो वॉवेल से भी शुरू हो सकता है या कंसोनेंट से. ओनली द थिंग्स यू हैव टू कीप इन योर माइंड, द थिंग्स यू शुड नो दैट मीन्स द कन्फर्म, बिफोर द कन्फर्म थिंग, before the confirmed thing we use the article. For example, here I write a pen, and engineering, an engineer. Now I write GE book. So the GE book I know, so what I write, the GE book, because I know this book, you also know this book, that's why we use the GE book. So there are three articles, a and the, and there are some particulars before some pronouns such as the name of the monuments, where we use the article before the monuments, oceans, mountains, ranges, holy books like Ramayana, the Mahabharata, like this, the direction, the east, the west, the north, the south, the sea, the Pacific Sea, the Hindi Mahasagar, like this, rivers, the Ganga, the Narmada, like this, newspaper, the Times of India, the Pratidin, like this, the Dainik Bhaskar, magazines, families and titles. Before this name, before this proper noun also we use the article. Now the fifth one was transitive and intransitive sentence. Sorry, transitive and intransitive verb. So verb is having two types. One is transitive and second is intransitive. So what in the transitive sentence we need? Object. Transitive verb need object to complete its meaning, and intransitive doesn't need, don't need object. Intransitive verb doesn't need object. Without object also intransitive sentence look completed, but in the transitive sentence it need object. So for example, we moved the sofa. So here this is subject, this is verb and this is object. So in this sentence, this verb moved, this verb need object to complete its meaning, that's why it is transitive. Now Rohit being these are the example I am writing here. Rohit winked at his sister. So in this sentence there is no object, these are the complements. This is verb and this is subject. Then also this sentence is completed. Then also this sentence is completed. That's why it's called intransitive. So the exercises is there. You also have to study about these exercises. So the transitive need an object, intransitive doesn't need an object. Without object also this sentence is completed. In the detail I taught this lesson to you. Now verb past participle form. If you want to note down this, so please note down. Now unit 6 is verb past participle. Past participle means the third form of the verb. The main verb is having three types: main, second form and the third form, and that third form is called past participle. So generally we have seen by adding ed. So generally we have seen by adding ed we use the past form and the past participle form of the verb, like look, looked, looked. What we add here? Ed. This is the past form, this is the past participle form. But some verbs doesn't need ed. Some verbs are ending with t and some verbs are ends with n also and ed also. And some verbs change their vowel and sometimes consonant to form their past tense. For example, begin, began, begun. Begin, began, begun. So here we can see here e, a and u. These are the vowels. Here what? Some verb change their vowel for making the past form and past participle form. So this focus, in the focus exercise there are one bracket is there. You study about this bracket. This exercise also I have taken the past participle form of the verb. You have to see. These exercises we have completed. Now unit 7 is present tense. So present tense, simple present and present continuous, these both tense I have taught you. So when we use the simple present tense to talk about the habitual, general truth, to habitual, action, feeling, and for the general truth. And what is the formula of this? Subject plus verb plus V1, yes or es according to the subject plus object. This is the structure of simple present tense. Right? Now we use the present continuous tense to say that that action is happening. Present continuous tense to show the action is happening. And what is the formula of this? Subject plus am, is, are plus V1 plus ing plus object. So simple present tense, why we use simple present tense? We use simple present tense to say the habitual action, feeling and the general truth. Now the present continuous tense we use to show the action is happening right now. And what is the formula of present continuous tense? Subject plus this helping verb am, is, are plus V1 plus ing plus object. So these exercises also we have, and in the simple present tense according to the subject we use yes or es to the verb. If singular person is there, he, she, it or any male or female names is there, that time we use yes or es to the verb. That means she cuts cake, he dances well, he gives money. That means to verb we are using yes or es according to the subject. So this also you should know, because see in the focus exercise A there is Sneha is written, and for the Sneha verb is there in the bracket and we added yes or es to the verb according to the subject. So these exercises also we have completed. So only this much lesson you have in the exams. So if you want to do this, so you can write down. Now what kind of questions will be there? This happening here, not able to see from there. Action is happening. General truth. Now in the section B in grammar, now for 40 marks there will be the grammar. 7 lessons I taught you in the detail, 7 units I taught you in the detail. Noun, pronoun, adjectives, articles, verb past participle and present tense. So what kind of questions will be there? Let's see. Form the abstract noun of the word and fill in the blanks. That means noun will be there in the bracket and you have to make and you have to form that noun in the abstract noun. If the beautiful is there, so the beautiful's abstract noun is beauty, right? Help is there, so the honesty is there. Like these words will be there and you have to form the abstract noun and fill in the blanks. Do as directed. In the do as directed, some instruction will be there. Make it negative, make the sentence negative, make the sentence positive, make the sentence in past tense or make the sentence in present tense, change the sentence in simple present tense, like this. So the structure is there. Also I taught this you and I hope you have written this all in the last videos only. So in the do as directed, some instruction is there and you have to follow the instruction, and according to the instruction you have to change the sentence. Now FB with relative pronoun. Relative pronoun like who, whom, which, the, which and that. So that relative pronoun you have to write in proper place. So for the living things we use who, and for non-living things we use the relative pronoun. We use the relative pronoun like who, which and that. Now arrange the jumbled word to make the sentence. Some broken sentences will be there. You have to arrange the words and rewrite the sentence and make it meaningful. So these types questions also will be there in your exam. Past participle form of the verb, some verbs will be there and the second and third form you have to write. In verb past participle form you have to write like look, look, gave, given, go, went, gone, like this, take, took, taken. Many of the verbs are there and you have to write the past form and the past participle form of the verb. These questions also will be there. Find out the verbs and say whether they are transitive or intransitive. Yes, we know that for in the transitive sentence there are the object, and in transitive sentence there is no object. So it is easy to identify if in the sentence there is object, so it is transitive, and if in the sentence there is no object, so it is intransitive. Infinitives I didn't put in the exam. So whatever the lesson I put for the exam and whatever the lessons units I taught you, according to that units only the questions will be there in your exam. So you don't worry about that. Only the 7 lessons are there and you have to study about the 7 lesson. Some exercises is also there after completing the unit. So see that exercises also, focus, practice and extension, and do study. So I have just explained you the paper style and examples also I have taken, revision we have taken of GE. Now I just end this video here. I hope student you understand the GE lessons and units and English lessons also, and the paper style also you got. Now I just end this video here. Do study. All the best for your exam. Take care and thank you.